Howdy folks, this is Jared with Fluty Homestead, and I thought I'd just come and check in with you today. Today is Super Bowl Sunday here, and this video will probably be out Monday morning for you. But I just thought I would, ain't been on here in a while, thought I'd just come on here and talk a minute. And we're gonna go out here and check on the cows. And got something here that I'm gonna show you that I'm on the hunt for. So if any of y'all can help me out and locate some, I'd sure be tickled to death. If you've seen any of my videos, you know I make them old-fashioned stacked apple pies. And making some for church this weekend. And I really need to find me some more of these pie pans. And I got mine out here with me just to show you. But if any of you all know where I can find some of them, I think these are like a tart pan style. But see, they are the fluted sides and the smooth bottom. I don't want one with that the bottom comes out of, or that has like a checkered pattern or nothing. This is from rim to rim is 8 inches, and I think 6 3/4 on the bottom. But I'd really appreciate it if anybody knows where you can either buy these, or if you know of an antique store got one, or if you got one you want to sell, well, hit me up on email, and I'd sure like to buy one off of you. I'd like to get me about, I don't know, 5 or 6 of them so I can make them pies. This one here belonged to my great-grandmother, and it's probably about 100 years old now. But it makes a good pie, and it never sticks. I never wash it. They slide right out. I grease them with shortening. They slide right out and don't have to do nothing to it. So if y'all can help me locate them, I'd sure be much obliged. We're going to go out here and check on the cows right now. They're looking good. I've got some hay in the ring right here, you see. And I had to take and fork this hay in with a pitchfork because ornery things got out here. I was putting a bale in here, and I don't have a spear for my tractor yet. I've got that carryall, and I'm gonna have to get me a spear. So I can't back it down this bank with that carryall because it'll come off. But I put me a bale out right here, rolled him down here by hand. Them ornery things, I had that hay ring lifted up, had it almost where I wanted it. Be daggone, the thing started wrestling and fighting, and you know how cows get feeling good. And Big Mama Nellie right there took a run and go, hit that bale of hay, knocked it plumb over that mountain. Hay went everywhere and about broke the fence. So I forked her all up and got it up here. But they're ornery sometimes, that's for sure. Luckily, I've got this hay ring chained down. But also, Mr. Vern, ever since that bale of hay hit the fence and they was eating what I didn't get, he figured out a place to get out. So he's been out every day. So what I done now, I hate chasing cows. So I've got this electric wire. This is all that keeps them in normally. I've been letting them go on this whole hillside, but now I've choked them down, and I've disconnected my fence going around the hill, and I've got this little gate latch here, and I divided it. This is where I had them a little bit last year while I was having my road built. I've got me a little fence that runs down here towards the old road here, and that way they can just go from here to the barn. And they got hay and water, and I give them grain in the barn. But I'll probably leave them here until spring. I'll sow all this down in grass. And you see here where I've threw hay over the hill this year and fed them. That'll help me get a better stand of grass started in here, I believe. It done wonders up on where I've got my horse. Another thing I'm gonna do, getting ready to get gravel on the road this week. I've got 50 ton of number 4 stone ordered, and they're supposed to get to me the first of the week. I'm going to sow this hill in grass soon. I haven't had an animal on it in over a year now, and I'm going to fertilize it and seed it and put electric around it, and I'm going to let it grow up probably pretty good size before I let anything on it. And try to get me one more pasture this year. That's my goal, is to get this fixed this year, as well as down in the holler. I'm going to get me finish my fence down there, and then I'll have 4 different paddocks I can move them around in, and they can get water on all these lower ones. Is easy to get water in. The upper one here, I'll have to put me a tank, but always something to do. It being the middle of February, it is almost time for gardening. And actually, I've planted peas earlier than this before, but normally they don't really come up till about the first bit of March anyway, but or later. But getting ready to plant some peas soon. It's just now drying out a little bit in the garden. It's been a muddy mess here the last few weeks. You look what a pretty sky that is behind me. But the garden, getting ready to get fired up. And I'm also this week planning on ordering some ground cover, or I don't know what you call it, a garden fabric or something, from a Grower Solution. And many channels on here that I watch use it. Deep South Homestead uses it, Living Tradition Homestead, a bunch of them. But I'm going to get that and put down in my whole garden. That way I can cut back on my work. Probably going to put my peas right back in the same place on this lower row down here. And like I said, we're going to use that landscape fabric from Grower Solution. I'm going to go right to the edge of the cattle fence with it. That way I don't have to weed eat around the edge. I don't have to hoe around everything all the time. And got to get in here and clean the rest of this off. I've been throwing some manure on here. Just as I see a cow pile, I'll sling it on, and been throwing some eggshells and such on here. But won't be long. I'll be getting the tiller out and working this up, at least the lower half. Probably work up about that much of it, enough to get the peas in the ground. And then next month, we'll get some other things out, our lettuce, onions, such as that. Well, I ain't had many videos lately, but ain't been a whole lot going on right now. We've had a lot of snowy, bad weather this winter. And then just with all the mud and the ground being froze, well, they're just, I ain't been into a whole lot of projects. So whenever this weather starts warming up, I'll be pretty busy. So we'll try to post more videos regular. And appreciate all of y'all who watch and follow along. We love and appreciate every one of you. And like I said, if you know about any of these pie pans, get a good look at her here, let me know. I'd love to buy a few. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Hope you have a very blessed day.